Honestly, I feel like crying because this is so hard. Like, why did I think that I could do this? To do everything that I have to do normally and pursue goals on top. Like, every week is a new week. And that's a wonderful thing to remember sometimes because you're like, okay, maybe next week. But you get tired, especially when it seems like every week you're trying just as hard and not getting anywhere fast. And I realized I chose this life and I'm happy with what I have. But there is a desire to have a little bit more for me, and that's fine. Welcome to week 11. If you don't know who I am already, I'm Jessica, and I'm spending the next 6 months intentionally chasing my goals from within motherhood. Because I see a lot of the time people doing this kind of stuff, they're single, they're childless, they have a lot fewer responsibilities, and generally a lot more time to just spend on themselves. I am putting it out there as an experiment just to see, as a typical mum, how much can I really achieve in 6 months when I've got all of my responsibilities and all of my normal life duties to fulfill. Welcome to week 11 of I wanted to cry because every Monday that comes around, I'm like, okay, great, this is a new week and I can do all of those things that I didn't get to do last week. And then something happens and I need to stop what I'm doing and deal with it. And there's so much to do in the house this week. There is so much that needs my attention. Eden is so needy at the moment. And the only reason that I can sit down and do this is because John has stopped working for the morning. He's done his work for today and he's taken her out to go do some shopping, grocery shopping, and just life stuff like that. So she's out of my hair. I have formulated a plan. This is something that I do sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed, and maybe it works for you too. If you're overwhelmed by a house, everything's dirty, things need changing, cleaning, generally just maintaining, but you don't feel like you have a lot of time and you've got other things that you want to do because that's the reality. I spend 10 minutes on each area or room and no more than 10 minutes. I am going to make an exception and I'm going to do 20 minutes on the kitchen because it needs it, because it's obviously a room that gets a lot of use. Downsides of having a chef as a husband. 10 minutes. No more than 10 minutes. Get some music on, get your headphones, podcast, whatever it is, and you just go for it for 10 minutes in each room and you move on and you don't focus on perfection. You focus on something is better than nothing. Done is better than perfect. You focus on the low-hanging fruit, the stuff that is the most offensive thing in that room, and you get it done. And that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set a countdown timer and I'm going to drink my protein smoothie as I go, and we are going to get some stuff done. We're going to crack on. Okay. Let's go. I'm kind of crashing a bit. I'm running out of energy and I'm just wondering what to do next. I just stopped to finish the rest of my smoothie and now I am Yeah, kind of tired. And I've only got so much time before I have to jump back into motherhood.
Tomorrow.
So today we are going to go to IKEA. Yeah. Yeah. I like IKEA, but it's definitely better if you can go without your children because having your children in tow is just stressful, and unfortunately, Eden was miserable the entire time. We decided we had time for some lunch after that, so we treated ourselves to lunch out while Eden took a much needed nap in her buggy, and we had some peace finally.
The next day.
8:24. Two of the three children are in bed, which is great. And Leo's still up, but he's just doing his thing. And John is doing his thing, so that gives me a chance to do my thing. And this is something that I hope is going to happen a little bit more, especially now that we seem to have struck upon something that works for Eden's bedtime. But she basically has to nap really early in the day and not for very long. Although she's quite young, she's not even 2 yet, she is already showing signs of not needing to nap during the day. And if she naps too late, it's just a disaster. We just don't get any evening time. And so I've got my wax melting again so I can continue making this wreath idea with the leaves. But while it's melting, I'm gonna get a protein shake ready for tomorrow so that I go to the gym and I'm prepared to go to the gym, because this morning I had every intention, but I overslept and I wasn't prepared last night. I could have done, but I kind of just forgot. Like, it's so basic. I know this. Like, get ready the night before. It's not rocket science, and yet I don't do it. And that's really where I fall down, I guess. It's not necessarily a capacity thing, it's a discipline thing. And yeah, some days are really busy and some days I'm really tired and I don't feel like it. But, you know, I'm just not going to get anywhere if I'm always chasing my tail. So.
The next day.
So I bought the net curtains at IKEA for this window. We obviously already have some curtains, but this is such a big window and we've lived here nearly a year and I've never put up any kind of like net or anything to just make it a little bit more private. So I'm finally getting around to that today. Hopefully, as long as the children let me get on. And they're probably going to be too long. So I'll have a look and see what I think. I've got this like double rail, but then it's gonna they're gonna come down and they're gonna hang in front of like the plants and stuff. Maybe I should just relocate the plants, but I don't know, I'm gonna just have a go and see. So I finished it. So I didn't get to give the ending that I wanted for this video. I had planned to do it last night, but the evening didn't go to plan, so nothing happened, and that's fine. I think the main lesson that I have learned over my years of being a mum is you have to be super adaptable and just go with the flow, because the more you try and control things, the more miserable you become. So you may as well just let it go. So I had some wins this week, and I think the top win for me was probably the autumn wreath. It was creative, it was indulgent. I don't really get to do stuff like that anymore, and I had it on my mind for a whole year. I wanted to do it last autumn, and I finally did it this year, so I'm really glad that I did that. My second win is I got to the gym twice, and although I'm very sore today, I actually think that I understand a bit more about training now and what it takes to grow muscle, and I think I've been training wrong this whole time. So yesterday I pushed myself a little bit more, and as I said, I'm really sore, but I'm glad that I got to the gym twice, and I'm glad that I actually pushed harder. I think I've been worried about injury, but now I'm sort of understanding that although it may ache, like as long as there's nothing like sharp or like lingering afterwards, I'm kind of done. Like the pain is okay to move through. I just have to be really careful and listen to my body. So my third win was going to IKEA. I had been meaning to go for a while, and I'll probably need to go back. Like, I bought some cushion covers which I have put on my sofa, and I'm not totally satisfied. So I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to get a few extra things, preferably without Eden, because she really didn't enjoy that last time, and I didn't enjoy it either. And it was great to get those curtains up at the dining room window, just have a bit more privacy. But I have one more window that I want to do. And yeah, I really want to get the living room feeling cozy by Christmas time. And we're on a countdown now because it's October, and obviously it's Halloween at the end of the month. So I'm going to be on a bit of a mission, I think. Financially, things are feeling a bit more they're flowing more at the moment, so I feel like I have a little bit of expendable cash, and it's not really like a waste of money because it's investing in our home. And although it's not the bricks and mortar, because we can't change those because it's a rental, so much of what you put into a house are the things and your possessions and the people that live there. Next week is week 12. It's the halfway point, and I'm toying with the idea of going just with short form content from here on out. Long form content is okay, but it doesn't perform nearly as well as it used to because short form content is king. And I think if I was more focused on short form content, I could probably make my videos perform a bit better, and maybe just save the long form content for more specific videos, fitness updates, things like that. I would love to be making more content, but I'm a tired mum of 3 and I don't have a lot of time. And I look really wrinkly and old and tired today. I do not feel 35 today. I feel about 55. Okay. Another week down. Bye guys.